online pick-a-brick. A lot of people want to know it. Is it like a good deal for the pieces? How do you find it? And that is what I am covering today. I'm going to cover all the searches and everything on Lego Pick-a-brick today, and like how you can find it and stuff. So in order to find Lego Pick-a-brick, you have to be on the Lego site. So up here on the top left, you can see the Lego logo. You have to be on the Lego site. Then you want to hit this shop button right here on the top left. You click on that, and Lego just changed it. So I was about to make a video about it, and then they changed it. So there's a few extra things I have to take a look at. So you can see it says bricks and pieces right here. You click on that, and then you can see there's a bricks and pieces hub. Pick a brick, which is just the main page of the online pick a brick. There's also pieces by category, pieces by color, and then this is just the minifigure factory. If you want to build your own custom minifigure, I'll have a video about that linked in my description. But we'll take a look at the pieces by color. So basically all this is that when you click that, if you're looking for a certain piece by a color on the pick-a-brick site, you can see it has like blue, brown, white. It's basically just you can kind of look through the different colored pieces. I wouldn't really recommend doing that. And then you can see just above that, we have pieces by category, and that's just separated by the category of pieces. So, base plates, animals, nature. This is, I mean, I guess it's probably a quick way for you to go through the filters to find the exact piece you want. But usually I would just recommend going to the main pick a brick site, which is right here. Now, the bricks and pieces hub, this is actually pretty cool. This is one of my first times taking a look at this. And you can see, so we have the main categories right here, base plates, bricks, Technic beams and stuff like that. But then they have this right here, which is, this is all brand new. They just added this. So y'all getting like the brand new update. So it says classic right here. Then they have like, life, city life, medieval, pirates, Vikings, Ninjago, dreams, friends, and then they have the Duplo one. So we'll take a look at, I guess, the Ninjago one. So you can hit the Ninjago one, and then you can hit Shop Now, and it takes you to the main Pick-a-Brick site, except it filters out stuff that's in Ninjago sets, I believe. So basically adds, I think over here you can see on the left, it adds set numbers or something to all the pieces to this. So you're looking at all the pieces from Ninjago, which is a pretty cool. They don't have every piece from every Ninjago set, but this is a cool thing that they added. So if you just want like Ninjago or medieval or Vikings or even just city, you can go through and filter all that out with that special filter, which is all brand new. And that's super cool how they added all of that to the the website new. So, but usually what I usually do is just hit the bricks and pieces. Then you just hit the pick a brick, and that will take you to just the main page, which is just all the pieces. Nothing's filtered out. It's just the main page of the online pick a brick. And then you have two categories. Over here on the left, you have bestseller, which usually means it'll get to you around 5 business days or about a week for the pieces to get to you, depending on where you live. And then they have the standard, which it usually takes about 28 business days or about a month. Sometimes it can take up to 2 months, depending on how busy they are. But yeah, that's the difference between the standard and the bestseller. Bestseller will have the little bestseller sign on these pieces. You can see it says bestseller, and that's what it'll have on the pieces right there. And then the standard just won't have that at all. So let's take a look at some of the filters. So the filters over here, you can see on the left side some of the filters. So search quick. So you can search some keyword or piece numbers. So if you know the set piece number, so the 2x4 piece number is 3001. So if I type that in, 3001, then I hit search, it will bring up the 2x4 brick, which is pretty cool that you can search through. If you know the piece number, you can search through and find that exact piece. And then you can search through the set number and name. So if you know the name, I guess, of the set, or you know the set number, and you're looking to collect the pieces from that set, you can use this filter right here. I don't have any set numbers on me right now, but I can just start typing in some numbers, and you can see it starts showing up some sets. So I mean, they have some pretty new ones on here. So we'll just take Captain Rex's Y-wing, for example, and I just clicked on that, and you can see these are all the pieces that they have on here from Captain Rex's Y-wing. And obviously, they don't have the minifigure parts because it's a licensed theme, but this is just pretty cool how you can filter through each of the sets and stuff like that. Then just below that, we have these filters. These are the filters that I mainly use when I go on here. So on the top, it says relevance, and you can have its relevance, price low to high, price high to low, A to Z, and then newest. Usually, when I come on here, because I don't get on here all the time, I'll hit the newest just to see what new pieces they have. Or you can also pick A to Z, which I like this filter because it groups all of the exact same pieces, no matter the price, into the same. So you can see all these little 2x6 like curved plates are all grouped together because it's A to Z. Now, if you put the Ella filter, which is like relevance, nothing's like really grouped together. But low to high is basically what it sounds like. You got the cheapest pieces, and then the most expensive pieces are obviously on at the very bottom at the when you scroll through all of the pages. And you can see these group them together as well, but some of the pieces aren't the same price. So if you're looking to group all the pieces together, I would definitely try the A to Z. And then high to low is basically the total opposite of that. You have the highest pieces, which can get pretty expensive. Like this boat haul is $35 almost, which is super expensive, and not something that I would ever consider spending for something like that. And then those are the filters right there, so you can scroll through. Usually, it's just like newest. That's what I have it on all the time, just to see the newest pieces, because it doesn't really matter like what it's really on. But then you have just under that pieces per page. This so you has 20, 50, 100, 200, 400. I don't know why they give you an option. Obviously, 400 is the best. You have to go through less pages because when you scroll down to the bottom of each page, you have to skip to the next page. And so 400 is basically my default. When I get on here, you get on there, you just put it on 400, and that's what I usually go with. Then just on that, we have some of the filters so you can find the exact piece you want. So we have piece type, which you can click on. That has Lego, Technic, or Duplo. Usually I'm not looking for Duplo, but if you want to look, let's say just for Lego, sometimes if you are looking for a certain Lego piece, it looks like it is Lego, but it's also a Technic piece. You have to click on the Technic too. But I can just click on the Lego, and so now I have the filter. So now it won't show any Duplo pieces, which is a very nice feature to have. Then they have category, which basically has all the categories. So what you want to do is, let's say I was looking for a plate. So I'm looking for a 1x1 plate. So you can see the categories are right here, and this says plate. But you don't want to just click on that because that will show every plate that they make. So you see these blue arrows right just on the right side of that. You want to click on that, and that will actually take you to the plates, plates modified, or plates round and angled. And I don't need plates modified or plates round and angled, so I can just click on plates, and that will take me to all of the regular square plates. And then I have the filter on newest right now, so that it just shows the newest one that is up. But that will definitely help you lower down the search filter, so that way you'll be able to find exactly what you want. Another thing that you can do is the color. So if you're looking for a certain color, so let's say I was looking for a black plate. So here's black right here, but again, we'll hit that arrow just on the right side of that, and so it has black or transparent black. So that's transparent black, this piece right here on the top left, that is a transparent black. But I just want a regular black plate, looking for the 1x1 again. And so you can see all right here. And if to make your it faster for you, you can just go ahead and switch that filter to low to high, and then the 1x1 should show up at the top because it is one of the cheapest, and there it is right there. So that's how you can filter through and get some of the cheapest, or how to filter through the pieces, so that way you can find them easier. And then you can see it says clear all filters. So if you click that, every filter you went through will, X off. So that's how you get back basically to the main page. Or if you're still looking at the black pieces, you want to look at more pieces that are black, but you don't want the certain plates, you can just X off the plate, and then it will show you every piece that is in the black color, which is a cool thing you can do. But I'm just going to hit clear all filters for now. And then you can scroll down to the bottom. It says two things that you can check. It says show bestseller only. Again, bestseller is only the ones that are near you. If you're only searching for the bestseller pieces, you just want to know what's on there, then that's something that you would click. But I don't usually use that because when I'm looking, I want to see what they have, whether it's on bestseller or standard. It doesn't really matter to me. But then on the very bottom, it says show out of stock. I usually click on this if I'm looking for a specific piece, because I want to know if I will be able to find that piece at all. So like if I wanted this pink piece on the top left, I want to know that it's on there and that most likely it will be back in stock and I'll be able to get it. So that's why usually I put out of stock on when I'm on here as well. That's another cool filter that I use when I'm on here. And that's basically all of the filters that they have on this. So after you want a piece, you can just hit pick and it'll add the piece to your cart, or it'll add it to the pieces, I mean. So you have the piece right here, it says one, and then usually what I do is you can go down here near the bottom. You can see the bottom right, it has like a pieces and it shows 20, which that is the amount of pieces that you have picked, and then it shows the price. Now, 20 pieces for $27 is definitely not a good deal. But if you click on that piece right there, it'll show you why it is that expensive. So you can see these are just some pieces I randomly picked out. They do have some very cool pieces on the site, but these are just some random ones that I have picked out because I'm kind of interested in. And you can see the bestseller on the bottom of this. It says that it is about $12.89 for bestseller in the pieces, and then for standard, it's about $1. So that comes up to about $14. So if it was $14, why does it say 27? Well, there's actually a service fee. So for bestseller and for standard, there is a service fee. If you want to not have to pay for this service fee, you have to get over $14 on the bestseller and on the standard. So if I were to be over $14 on the bestseller pieces right here, so instead of $12.89, if I was $14.01, I would be over $14, which means it would cancel this $7 out, and I wouldn't have to pay for it. So if I was going to buy pieces on here, I definitely recommend getting over that $14, especially because it's just not worth it if you have to pay that service fee. So get over $14 on this, and then get over $14 on the standard as well if you have any pieces. If you're just buying bestseller, you only have to get over $14. You don't have to worry about the $7 for the standard if you're not buying any standard pieces. But that's basically kind of how that works right there. And then you can remove all of the pieces or all of the pieces on standard if you want, but that's not something I've really ever used to look at. A better look at the little service fees or up here. So it says 5 business days to shipping from Illinois, and then you can see it says $7 service fee for bestseller orders under 14. So it says right there, right at top at the beginning, which is nice that you can see that. Now, is it expensive to buy pieces on this site? Some pieces it is, some pieces it is not. So what do I exactly mean by that? Well, if you want for brand new pieces, we're talking about brand new pieces, not used, only brand new. The pick a brick wall at a Lego store is definitely going to be your cheapest bet, no matter where you're at. If you have a pick a brick wall, it's going to be way cheaper than uh, than on Bricklink or on the Lego site. So Pick a Brick is all around cheapest. So is this cheaper than Bricklink? Most of the pieces, I would say no. You can usually find pieces cheaper on Bricklink than you can on the Pick a Brick site, but there is some pieces. So from what I've heard, because I don't shop on Bricklink personally, from what I heard, 2x2 tiles, and a lot of the tiles are generally cheaper. So you can see this tile is 8 cents per piece, which is still kind of expensive for that certain piece. What I've heard is that tiles are cheaper on here than on the Bricklink. So there are some pieces that are cheap. Typically, the pieces are expensive. So we can scroll up. You can see 15 cents for this little piece with a print. We have a 4x4 plate right here. That's bestseller. That's 20 cents, which is way more expensive than any piece that's usually in a Lego set itself. So it is super expensive to get pieces on here. But what I like about it is that it is a fast, it's not fast, but it's a trustworthy way. You don't have to usually pay for shipping or anything like that if you get over $35 with Lego, and you can trust them to send it, and it doesn't usually get lost in the mail. So that's why usually I order on here. If I were to order pieces elsewhere, Bricklink is definitely the other option. But usually, if you order on here, it is generally more expensive. So you just have to be careful. Search around, do your best to find what you want, and because it's just the pieces are more expensive on here. I'm just gonna say that right now. They are more expensive. So if you want the cheapest pieces and you shop on Bricklink, then I would definitely buy pieces off Bricklink. But if you want brand new pieces, for sure, 100%, not really touched by anybody other than the worker, whoever threw them in the bag, then I would definitely check out the online Pick-a-Brick. So that is the online Lego Pick-a-Brick, guys, how you can find it and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think about it. Have you ever ordered on here? Do you think it's more expensive? And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and let's go to the next one.